Hello, my name is David Hammarberg. I'm a principal at McKonly in Asbury. For the last 16 years, I've worked in the forensic accounting practice. In that practice, we also do risk assessments and training that comes out of the risk assessments. Today, I want to focus a little bit on the risk assessment portion of that practice. I wanted to talk about the benefits of that and how that would impact your organization. Each of us look in the paper, look on PennLive.com, etc., and see frauds happening on a weekly, daily basis. Nonprofit organizations, large corporations, medium-sized businesses, all fall victim to fraud. And we have to ask ourselves, why is that happening? And how do we prevent that from happening within our organization? The answer to preventing that can be simple, but we have to take the initiative and we have to do a risk assessment and understand our particular organization's vulnerabilities. Each organization is going to be different, just as we do fraud investigations. None of them are the same. Each scheme is different. We're never going to have a risk assessment that is completely the same. Sure, we might start out with the same checklist or same format, but it's designed heavily for the organization. We work with management, sit down and understand where they think the risks are. A lot of times we'll have a good inkling of where they think the risks are, and we'll start there. For example, an organization that we've just done, they felt like their risks were in the accounts payable department. So we were able to go in, analyze the accounts payable department, go through normal risks that are associated with their type of organization. And some of the areas that we found trouble in were the policies and procedures. For one part said one thing, management thought that's what everyone thought, and employees thought totally different. So there was a huge gap between what was in the policies and procedures and what the employees thought they were in policies and procedures. So there was a gap there that we had to overcome. One of the other things that was an issue there was application controls. So management thought, hey, everything's tied down. This admin can't do this accountant can't do that. And what we found is it was wide open. So again, employees knew it, but it wasn't affecting them, so they weren't going to fix it, and management thought it was another way. So huge discrepancy there. And then segregation of duties. We've got to make sure that there's proper segregation within the departments, and there was lack of segregation in regards to printing checks, signing checks, etc. So those are three quick areas that we discovered that possibly could lead to fraud. Now, was there fraud in that environment? Personally, my opinion would say no, there was not fraud in that environment, but it was prime for some employee that didn't think they were getting paid enough, or they worked too many hours, or they deserved it, to take advantage of that situation. And that sometimes all an employee needs is a little pressure. I need that money, a little realization, and a little opportunity. Hey, there's lack of segregation of duties, etc., in order for that fraud to take place. And then your name's in the paper, PennLive, etc. Well, in that organization, then we took that information that we gained from that risk assessment and we turned it into a training platform for the employees. It helped employees, management all get on the same page, understand that management focused on fraud prevention and was highly focused on fraud prevention, and the training went really well. So the sitting down with management, they were able to correct the vulnerabilities, and from there they were able to, in the next quarter, go into another area of, say, AR or inventory. So that's one way to prevent fraud and make sure that you do not fall victim of fraud. If you need any additional information on doing a risk assessment or would like help doing your risk assessment, please contact me. Thank you.